Valley Club new promo code, some new characters to get you through this Freedom Spire version of the Kyln Tower, and some choices for Dark Dimension, aka the Professor X Saga. And if you're ready for all of these things, including the mailbag questions of the week, you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're ready for some more free stuff. We got a brand new promo code that just launched today. We got one from last week that is expiring today in case you haven't had it last week. If you get some value from this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new video goes up. At least 5 pieces of Marvel Strike Force content every single week on this channel. But without further ado, let's get into the brand new code. This is for 20,000 intel credits. The code is Counting Corner 10K, and this was from another Discord event that just took place. This one is going to expire in 6 days. So on the 16th of June is when this is going to expire. So let's go enter this now. Let's go to our code, our section here, Counting Corner 10K. This should be for 20,000 of his intel credits. And there it is. There is the intel credits, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you claim this. Now, there is another code from last week, Intel Boost. This one should be expiring today. So make sure if you haven't entered this, make sure you get this Intel Boost, 20,000 intel credits and 200 powered cores. Again, that should be expiring today. So if you haven't gotten this one from last week, make sure you get this one. But the new one is this one, Counting Corner 10K, 20,000 intel credits for free. But the big thing this week was this new Freedom Spire that launched. I guess it's not new. It's the exact same version of the Freedom Spire Kyln Tower that was here a few months ago. I did do a guide on this. All the floors are the same though, but this morning we beat the Kyln Tower, use some different teams than I did in the past. So I wanted to share that with you. Also some footage from the stream this morning. So going over this, the first 4 nodes, I charged up a bunch of characters before, but now I think charging up Peggy, Joaquin, and Patriot, not really charging them up, but getting their cooldown so that you could use all their abilities on turn 1. Storm, you want to charge, get all 20 charges on her. You can use her on the second to the last node, or what I did on that last node. Also, Jean, you want to get her cooldown set, and then Leader as well. I don't think it's that important to get Jean's cooldown set, but Leader, you might want to get them. Now, previously on floors 5 through 7, used Gamora, Nebula, Phyla-Vell, now Rocket, Groot, and Moondragon. So use the characters with the newer stats here. Let me bring this in just a little bit so you can see. Moondragon was on that one. 8 through 10 did use Fury, Iron Man, and Mockingbird. This time, use Falcon, Hank, and Beast, some of the characters with newer stats. Floor 11 through 13. Previously used Mockingbird, Black Knight, and Fury. This time we used Black Knight, Fury, and Taskmaster. Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, Cloak, and Dagger was who we used for that next section, floor 14 through 16. This time we used Blade, Oath, and Elektra. Again, just using a lot of the current characters, the current stat characters. And 17 through 19, previously used Hela, Val, Beta Ray, Bill. This time used Odin. Odin was available last time. I'm not sure why I didn't use Odin. Don't really need him on any other nodes other than these Asgardian nodes. So Odin and whoever you want to use is how you're going to get through this. Odin, Beta Ray, Bill, and Val is who we ended up using though. Vulture, Ock, and Goblin, it was who we used on that next section, the Spider-Verse. 20 to 22. This time we use Sable, Peter, and Penny, same characters that we're going to use for that Spider Society section later. 23 to 25 previously used Weaver, MILF, and Quicksilver. This time Ancient One, Hercules, and Agatha. So again, just using these current characters, the current stat characters. Previously on 26 to 27, Apocalypse, Dokken, and Nemesis. This time we use Apocalypse, Shadow King, and Omega Red Phoenix Force. Again, just using the current characters. And a lot of this all the way through the 35 floor was purely just auto basic or auto. Actually auto basic because we wanted to save the cooldowns. 32 through 34, we did use Gambit, Old Man Logan, and Nightcrawler. This time we use Havoc, Nightcrawler, and Old Man Logan. I think Havoc, Gambit, and Old Man Logan would probably be a little better. That way we get counterattacks from Gambit, counterattacks from Havoc, and Old Man Logan is Old Man Logan. Can pretty much clear this node all by himself, but we do need him for the next few nodes. For the mutant, the next nodes, the legendary section. Previously used Old Man Logan, Green Goblin Classic, and Doc Ock. This time, Quasar, Old Man Logan, and Shadow King. I'm not sure, SKL, just Shadow King. There we go. No L, there we go. Old Man Logan, our old team that we used was Sus, Hela and Zugs for 38 through 39. And at 40, we use Sus, Venom, and Lizard. This time, all we did was for 38 through 40, we used Sus, Taskmaster, and Ghost. Sus pretty much carried it. Just make sure that before you're going into 40, you have that Sus special already. If you have that Sus special ready, you should be fine. If that Sus special is not ready going into floor 40, it's going to be challenging, but you should still be able to get it with the current characters that we have. Previously on 41 through 43, that was the Spider Society node, but Silver Sable makes that a lot easier. We took out Pav, we ended up using Sable, Peter B, and Penny, just like with the Spider-Verse section earlier. Cabal is pretty much the only team on 44 through 46. It helps if you get the leader all of his charges ready, so that's what we did here. 47 through 52, we used Lady Deathstrike, Scientist Supreme, and Sentinel. I think the big thing with this one, you need that Scientist Supreme ultimate ready for every single one of these nodes. We didn't have it ready for one of the nodes, and we needed to use Scientist Supreme, Nimrod, and Omega Sentinel. I think it was on 40 or on 48 or 49 that we had to do that. Once we had the Scientist Supreme ultimate backup ready to go, we just used the same exact team, Scientist Supreme, Lady Deathstrike, and Sentinel. But yeah, we have a lot more Orcus characters available, so whatever you need. But Scientist Supreme, at least for me, was very instrumental. And then previously on 53 to 57, we used Captain Sam, Peggy, and Falcon. This time we used Falcon, Patriot, and Peggy Carter. Also subbed in Falcon for some of the nodes. The big thing here, 58. Last time, I went in with a sacrifice that did nothing. Jean Grey, Storm, Beast, well, that Storm charge that we built up from previous nodes, well, Gore just takes it off right away. So the better use of Storm probably would be 57, just wiping out that Old Man Logan on 57. We used our normal Captain Sam, Falcon, and Peggy for that. And we didn't need to use that. Now, when we went into the 58, the Gore was there. So we went in with Captain Sam, Peggy, and Falcon, and did not want to use any refreshes or anything like that. So just went through that node. There was a few enemies there, and at that point, we were able to use that Storm ult, just decimate everybody that was on the field. As long as that last wave drops and Gore's done, you could just use Storm to kill everybody there. But yeah, probably if you want to be a little more efficient, 57, you can use that big Storm ult to take out that Old Man Logan, and then use some version of your Liberty to take out that last node. Also, you can use your Annihilators on this the last three nodes, 50, 51, and 52. We still used our Orcus just because that's what we had previously. I think the first time we had it was just Orcus and we didn't have Annihilators. Last time we did have the Annihilators, but I think we just ended up using Orcus just because. Same thing with this one. We didn't need the Annihilators, but they're probably going to be a little better for those last few floors than the Orcus characters. But that is what we did. Let me show you some highlights of some of the last few nodes, and hopefully that helps you with your climb through this Kyln Tower if you haven't already beat it. All right, let's go for the charges of Gabi. Okay, we're in better shape now. Go for the Beast, I think. Beast and Nemesis for the heals. Okay. All right, so we did that. That was better how we played that. All right. Nova and Rogue. Okay, and there we go. All right, let's get an AoE. The Kangs are so goddamn annoying. Damn you, Kang. right, well now we got this. Can we get to our bishop's down? We got one Kang stunned. Okay, the other Kang's stunned. Jeez. All right, we got one Kang, single Kang, we're good. Let's go there. Okay. Watch our cooldowns for Scientist Supreme. We learned our lesson last time. Okay, our cooldowns are good. All right. Let's go here, yeah. Oh, I don't know if I like it on Gore as much. All right, this should kill Apocalypse. Hopefully it's not too fast of a kill. All right, I think we start saving some energy now. I don't want to kill him too fast like we did last time. I don't think we need healing yet. Let's save the special just in case we need it later. All right, let's just keep watching Captain Britain. All right, he's down. Hank, I think, is the next target. Yeah, we're trying to slow play this a little. We killed him a little too fast last time. Didn't get our cooldowns reset. All right, now we use the heal. Patron needs a little bit of love. Let's get her down first. Okay. Okay, he's reset. Yeah, there goes Jugs. There goes her, and we're very close to getting the Peggy's ultimate ready. How are we with our Falcon? Or Patriot's good. All right, we're close to getting it ready. All right, we're close enough, close enough. But the game is moving from next grind to next grind. Let's go basic here. And now that he's good, I think we have enough damage to kill him. No, we don't. Oh, but we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, he's down. Can we still have a Peggy ult too? Yeah, let's go. Peggy. All right, here we go. Icarus needs to die, and then we could start saving cooldowns. All right, Cersei down is fine too. All right, now we're good. Now we can start watching cooldowns. Let's work on her. Let's save Sasquatch to the end. Maybe Mighty Avengers. Oh, there's Rogue next. Right, here. Ah, stop with your assists, Peggy. Oh, next Rogue, for your horseman. All right, Old Man Logan's in stealth. Go here, we won't hit Old Man Logan. This is Storm Node for delete. I didn't do it last time. I deleted the last one though. Okay, let's see. Can we get Old Man Logan dead here? It's got a death proof. There we go. Okay. We got him. We got him. Okay. Yeah, or not. We didn't use Storm on this node the last time, so I know it could be done with just Liberty. This is who we used. We didn't use Patriot because we didn't have Patriot back then. We're still going here. Okay, the next node is what I use Storm to delete it. He's stuck on Panda. Told you Captain Sam is better than Timu, Captain America. Just depends on which nodes. I mean, this is what I used last time. I think a lot of people, because I didn't have Patriot, but I think a lot of people use Patriot a little better. Oh, look at our Falcon. Falcon Joaquin. Dying. Dying. No AoE, no. Stick with him. All right, Falcon Joaquin now. Take your turn. Yes, all right, heal us up. Heal up everybody. It's not fun being stuck behind a Panda. We gotta get a Panda down. You played too safe, Medusa can delete you. All right, let's go try to delete her. There she goes, okay. Hank. That Doc in there, and that's in stealth. Yeah, there goes Hank. There, and okay. You built storm charges for nothing. I know. That's exactly, now that you say that, that's exactly what happened last time too. We built up our storm charges for nothing. If everybody's showing though, we might be able to just delete it with Storm if we need to. All right, let's keep working on Gore. Gore is a threat to Storm. That's why 57-year-olds Storm. If we kill Gore though, we don't finish this node, we could come in again. With Storm, Jean, some other characters. All right. There's Gore. All right, let's work on Ancient One, and hopefully not kill Thanos too early. Okay, I guess we're going on Gladiator now. Damn, her. That passive from Peggy's nasty, dude. All right, let's heal up. Let's heal him up. Still have not triggered Thanos. Uh-oh. All right. I think we got a good cleanup if doesn't work here, especially if we trigger that Thanos passive. All right. Yeah, Storm could delete this, I think. Pretty sure. Let's go here. Yeah, Storm will finish it off. Okay, we'll finish it off afterwards. Delete! Woo! All right, but now it's time to move on to your mailbag questions of the week. Big shout out to everybody that left a question for this version of the mailbag. Both of you. It's only 2 questions this week. If you want to leave a question for one of these future mailbag videos, which we do on a weekly basis, make sure you leave your question down below. Now, I will be gone from the 16th of June through the 30th, but I will be bringing my laptop and hopefully answering all the questions that you have at that point. But yeah, we won't be in town, so there may be some delays with the videos. But first question of the week, question about the Hellfire Club coming in July or not, because I thought Marvel Games follows the MCU movies, and next month is the Fantastic Four movie. So what the devs did say is that Marvel suggests when things are happening in the MCU, and games can align with that. And normally a lot of the games do, you know, the Future Fight, Marvel Rivals, this Marvel Snap, all these games, they usually align with the movies, and they normally have promos around the same time. But from what I understand, and maybe from what I heard and the way I understand it, they don't actually have to align with the movies. They can choose to for marketing, and probably would be better profitability wise if they do align with the movies, but they don't really have to. As far as the Hellfire Club, we do know that they are coming sometime this year. Now, I've said previously that I know about 3 teams that are coming later this year. We do know about the Hellfire Club. There's 3 other teams though that I don't know when is coming, but on that trip to Los Angeles, Ryan Jacobson said that these teams are coming later this year. Now, that a cursed team was not mentioned at all. He said these are teams that are coming, did not necessarily mention the order. So yeah, Hellfire Club, I have no idea when they're going to come. And I think some of that tease came from this video that was on their Instagram page. Now, if we just saw this on the Instagram page of Marvel Strike Force, wouldn't have thought too much of it. You see some X-Men characters here, which is normal. We see some of these X-Men fighting some mutant X-Men villains here, and that would be normal. The big thing that I think a lot of people are like, was this supposed to be a tease of the Hellfire Club or something? Because this was removed from the Instagram page. So this video here, we see Mr. Sinister, we see Madeline Pryor, and yeah, I probably wouldn't have thought anything of it. We also see the Archangel here, so probably wouldn't have thought too much of it if this wasn't removed. But I think because this was removed, this has a lot of speculation. I'm not sure why this was removed, not sure why it was put up and then removed. But yeah, let me know what you think this means. Does this mean anything? Does this mean nothing? What does the removal mean of this Instagram post as well? Let me know your thoughts, Valley Club. And last question, ValleyFlyin, any idea how big Zuggs needs to be for the Professor X Saga? I hear people saying he's good for the global villain, and I think people are saying that just because he's cheap. He takes bio gear for that. Mine's is 7 yellow, 4 red. Not sure if that would be big enough. I wasn't sure. I'm not through that section either, so I don't have firsthand knowledge, but I did find this post on Reddit. This is from NY Yankees man from about 2 weeks ago. It says who to take for global villain for the Professor X Saga is the consensus Orcanus Apocalypse. I would slot him in for Omega Sentinel. There's a huge amount of tech gear. Wonder if anyone else is good. So Full Metal COS, because that's the absolute budget choice. Lady Deathstrike, she takes 2 tech pieces. Nimrod takes 3 tech pieces. So that'll be 5 tech pieces total. Zombie Juggernaut, 2 bio pieces. What he says, he needs to be around 2 diamonds to survive. Now, the comment down below, if you're fine with doing a lot of resets on the node 4, the one with Blade, 7 yellow, 4 red Zuggs can survive with a Fortifier ISO 8 based on experience. So the answer to your question, a 7 yellow, 4 red can do it. It's gonna have, if you do Fortifier, it's gonna be a tough node though, trying to grind through that, but it looks like you can do that. Now, as far as the rest of the team, the budget team, Zombie Juggernaut does take 2 bio pieces, does need to be about 1 diamond, 2 diamonds. Mine's about 1 diamond, but I guess if you have Fortifier, you can bring him a little smaller. Zombie Scarlet Witch only takes 3 bio pieces. Disclaimer, needs to be around 5 yellow, 5 reds to do enough damage or just to survive. And then Omega Red Phoenix Force, I think a lot of people are shifting away from the Orcus Apocalypse. That is a good team, but it is pretty expensive with all that tech gear. And then Apocalypse is pretty expensive in terms of mutant gear as well. So I think this is what I'm gonna do. This is the exact section that I'm looking for as well, the global villain section. And I think I'm gonna try to do this before the Professor X Saga milestones ends later this week. And if we pull it up in a game right now, 4 more days before the Professor X Saga milestones are over, you can still get Professor X and unlock him. But if you want some of these red stars for Professor X right away, probably want to push a little bit. If you have the gear, if you have the resources, might be worth pushing. After these milestones are over, I think you could take as much time as you want. But that is it. Hopefully this helps you in the Professor X saga. Hopefully this helps you in the Freedom Spire version of Kyln Tower. And I hope you got that promo code to get that free stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to everybody that left a question. Again, if you want to leave a question for one of these future mailbag videos, make sure you join the Discord. The link is down below. Go to the mailbag question channel, ask your question there. And of course, if you want to check out my second channel, all about Rage Shadow Legends, been playing that game for a little over 3 months. Check out the channel up there. Check out my videos up there. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. And if you want to see what are the best picks for the Dark Dimensions / Professor X saga, check out my video up there. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Take care, guys.